Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for October the 19th through to the 25th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the cards, let me take a moment to thank you for all your support, all your love that you send my way each and every day. Thank you so much, truly. Now, to the cards. The Eight of Pentacles is your first card. Now, this is, this is a beautiful energy. This is your work, how you view what you do. Okay, now we have it maybe on display here. And we are looking at it. Now this is realizing a job well done. This is realizing that we do very good work, that we put our all into it, and because of that, it's a beautiful manifestation of the end result. But I think some of you are going to be pulling it apart this week, nitpicking, seeing flaws where there aren't any, being too cynical about yourself, about your talents, about where you're going. And I think you're using up some of your energy this week looking for flaws where there really aren't any flaws. Of not allowing yourself the love and compassion that you deserve from yourself. To realize just the beauty you put out in the world. Through your work, through your habits, through your service to others. We have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is coming up a lot this week, and I really see this as our worries, our fears, our anxieties, our sorrows, where we think we have failed in life, where we think that we haven't put enough energy into a part of our life. Now, each one of those wands represents a part of your journey, a stress and anxiety. And I love the one she's holding on to because it's so gnarled at the bottom, which says that that was a very hard path. But if you notice, each and every one of these wands has a blossom, a flower, new growth, beauty. So I don't care how hard the struggle has been to this very moment and what you are struggling with right now. This card says that there is opportunity for growth, happiness, joy to come out of each experience. It's almost like you're trying to pull the wisdom out of each problem, each quest. Now we have the white in our clothing, and that is for the rebirth. We have the red, which is the courage. So yes, we need to have courage, absolutely. But we also need to have a belief that we are walking into a better path. We have the Six of Wands, which is our little successes, our victories. So perhaps by analyzing the smaller steps, the smaller picture of our life, the little anxieties, the worries, the concerns, we actually see for ourselves where the growth has been, where the potential is to go forward. The other wands represent actually other people that are supporting us. They're kind of, it's almost like a parade we are entering. Now, the laurel there is telling me, please do not rest upon your laurels this week, that it's going to take a lot of work and effort and to keep things going and to keep it going, keep it flowing. The Emperor. So this week you need to be the diplomat. This is the week to, You know, we have the Hangman right next to this card too. So I would have to say this is definitely a week to pull back and be the diplomat and look at the situations in your life. You know, make the pro and con list of what's good and what's bad. You know, the emperor, all the kings and all the queens come to his court. And he makes the decision of what's going to happen each kingdom. So you make the decision in your life of what's going to happen really in work, in job, in career, in finances, in your stature in the community, in your home life. You're the one who has the final say. And although many people may say this would be better, this would be worse, we need this over here, we don't need this resource over there, it's really at the end of the day, you make the decision. So you really need to be the diplomat and pull in all the information and almost separate yourself from the decision. You sit on top of your world here. There's a strength about you this week. There's a strength in your decisions if you think them through. This is a lot about thinking things through. The Hangman is another one. To give pause, to understand what will bring in balance in your life, what will throw things out of balance in your life. And the two birds there, I really think that you really need to meditate, to pray. Now, we are going to be looking at some of the things in our past, but we also have the Nine of Cups here, and this is all about your dreams, your wishes, your desires to go forward, what you want to walk into. So I think there almost needs to be a balance here between structure and security and freedom and liberation. And knowing that fine line that you need to walk, and maybe there's an adjustment of plans. Maybe there's a no that is needed to be said out loud where you really want to say yes. But if you're really using this energy in the right way, you'll realize that, yeah, you're going to need a strength. You're going to need a courage. We discussed that right here. So in some of our actions forward, in order to have the success, in order to have the victory, we need to be the emperor. We need to be solid. We need to be strong. We need to be so that we're not swayed by emotion or the moment. We need to look long term. We need to look at our dreams, our goals, our wishes, our desires, and make sure that it supports our dreams going forward. And if it doesn't, then we need to bring up that courage inside of us to say no, where we want to say yes. And that happens so often. It usually happens with loved ones in our life, doesn't it? And they want something, and you want to give it because you love them. But sometimes with the no, you are allowing them to stand on their own feet, to learn the lesson. It's the struggles that do make us great. And for the majority of you, the struggle that you've been through, and it hasn't been short-term struggles either. And you have to allow the people you love most in your life to struggle as well, that you can't be the fix-it just because you can. Just because you can make it better, just because you can ease the way for them, doesn't mean that you should. Because are you making them stronger with your decisions, with your help? Because if you are, that's wonderful. But if you're not, you could actually be weakening them. So sometimes the tough love is the hard route, but it's the necessary route. And that could even apply to yourself. You may want to say yes to yourself just because it would make you feel good. But in the long run, it's probably not the right thing to do. It's really, this week is really looking at your small steps, your decisions, what you were doing, where your worries and concerns are, your performance. Really analyzing it so that you can make empowering decisions going forward. and not being swayed as much by the needs and wants of other people this week. It has to be about you. Now, I do see with the Ace of Pentacles here that there might be something coming in to actually give you support, actually give you some kind of grounding. This could be a small lottery win. This could be an insurance payout. This could be a court settlement. This could be a silent partner showing up. This could be a loan or a grant. This could be a raise in pay. This could be a new job opportunity. Now, more often than not, when this card shows up, it is support coming in that you haven't necessarily earned but need in order to go forward. And the Nine of Pentacles right after it is your new day dawning. So you are getting ready to step into your new tomorrow. And it's the decisions, I think, I think this week is an important week for you. And I think you'll be able to go back and say that this week, some of the decisions you made, some of the where you've put your energy and where you've pulled your energy away from actually gives you the strength of your tomorrow. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't see suspicion in what you do and how you do it and why you do it. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Don't pull yourself down. Don't allow the negative to come in. Don't create flaws in your life where there aren't any. Don't be so hard on yourself. Love yourself. Definitely love yourself. Look towards your dreams. Look towards what you want to manifest. And it's the small steps. But more importantly, it's understanding that it was the lessons, the hardships, the struggles that made you who you are today and have given you the wisdom. So now it's making the right choices on how to go forward in order to see those gains, in order to see the victories, and stepping into your new day dawning. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.